Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Darren Bretherton and I'm the Regional Sales Lead for Zebra Software Solutions for ANZ, and I'm delighted to be your host for Coffee with Zebra for a chat focused on a topic dear to my heart for over 25 years, workforce management. Today I'm joined by Manager of Strategic Accounts from our global consulting partner, Connors Group, someone who also has a 25-year passion for workforce management, Mr. Stephen Aitken.
Very much for the introduction, Darren. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss workforce management with you today. Connors Group is headquartered in the US, and we have a growing team in Australia who look after the APAC region. Our specialty is helping retailers and logistics companies with their workforce management needs, and we partner with Zebra in helping enable the solution through our specialist consulting services.
Stephen, based on your experience, how do you align workforce management with the overall strategic goals of the companies that you work with?
As you know, Darren, software is an enabler. It needs a clear strategy before data is entered. What our service standards look like? Are we trying to achieve an increase in sales? Are we trying to reduce hours? These are the sort of questions our customers need to ask. Much of the work we do is streamlining processes. We can convert these streamlined processes into engineered labour standards that can be used to create workload demand.
Stephen, there's no doubt workforce management software delivers incredible benefits, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Could you please share a case study where the implementation of the WFM solution significantly improved business outcomes?
Connors Group works with a large number of retailers and supply chain organisations right across the globe. And one case study is an Australian retailer who's used our Labour Pro solution for the last 5 years. We have a team of consultants who work with the retailers team to help them optimise their workload demand. And that happens across more than 500 stores in Australia. We work with the retailer to educate teams on the shop floor to continuously improve their processes. And these new processes are trialled in the WFM test sites to measure the benefit of the new process and the corresponding labour hours needed.
Stephen, what is your typical process for implementing a WFM solution, and how do you ensure minimal disruption to ongoing operations?
Well, thanks, Darren. We've executed a number of successful WFM implementations globally using our collaborative approach. It's got 3 key phases to it. The first being initiate, where we set expectation amongst the teams, sharing project plans and determining how we're going to work together. There is a strong focus on strategy in this first phase, and then we move on to the collaborate phase, beginning with a baseline solution where we create and initiate and dive deeper into the life of the users, fine-tuning the solution to make sure the processes and recommendations match what the client needs. And then finally, adoption. We'll work with the customer to ensure the solution is prepared for adoption, including all those training needs and success criteria around change management.
Stephen, how do you handle resistance to change from employees during the implementation phase? And could you please provide some successful strategies that you've used in your projects?
Well, there are 5 key skills we can train that can be used to facilitate change in the work area, regardless of how big or small the change is. They are making sure there is an understanding of the change, ensuring there's empathy, that the communication is done properly, we provide adequate training, and then there's coaching and feedback. Making sure that people transition by gathering all the information necessary to tell the story of the change that is occurring.
Stephen, can you please walk us through how you tailor the software to address specific pain points in a company's workforce management processes?
Oh, thanks, Darren. We facilitate design sessions where key users are asked to provide input into how the software should be used. We explore opportunities for tailoring the solution. That's based on the needs of the users. If we can't configure the requirements, then we'll write up some use cases and get those to the vendor. And while we're waiting on those customizations, we'll work with the client to develop workarounds. Make sure they're agreed to by the end users.
Thank you, Stephen, for joining us today. And thank you to all who've taken the time to watch this episode of Coffee with Zebra.
Thanks, Darren.